So on our site, we have got obviously agreement templates, but we also have checklists. And I identified that checklists would be a really, really useful tool because often when I'm looking at an agreement, it's not what's there, it's often what's not there. So you read through and then think, oh my goodness, there's no limitation of liability clause, or there's no change request clause. So the checklists then serve as a really, really useful tool to check the agreement against that you've got. You might be, say, a finance manager who's been asked to sign off a support services agreement that may be $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You're probably not going to send that to a lawyer to look at. You read it and think, looks fine. But it would be really nice to have a bit of a sanity check against something that, would show you what should be in there. So you then might grab our support services checklist and run that agreement against it. You might find, oh yes, what happens if they don't answer the phone when I've got, system down? What will happen? Where do I go next? Is there an after hours number? Is there another emergency contact? Will that, give me a credit against my support fee? Are there even priority levels with, response times in this agreement? Perhaps not. Perhaps the supplier's just charging for time without actually any responsiveness or target times for actually fixing things. So the checklists then serve as that sort of tool to obviously check agreements against. And we've got checklists for a variety of the templates. As I say, they're just a useful tool, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a finance manager, whoever's actually ultimately signing off the agreement to check that agreement against. If you then find that maybe something's missing, you can go back to our site, have a look and see if there's clauses that might fit those gaps, and get those clauses. Say to the supplier, we want to put these clauses in as well.